If you're hearing this right now, it's not random. Something inside you was guided to this moment. Because this week, this first week of November, isn't ordinary time. It's a threshold. A moment when the universe begins rewriting your path, and the stars align to awaken something you thought was lost. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle pulse under your skin. The restless nights. The strange sense that something unseen is calling your name. You're not imagining it. You're responding to a higher frequency. Because right now, Mars is entering Sagittarius, and a blazing super full moon is rising. And together, they're about to tear the veil between your old life and your true destiny. This is the moment when everything accelerates. It's not chaos, it's alignment. It's the storm before your expansion. For months, you've been in preparation. Life has been rearranging you quietly, sometimes painfully, clearing what can't travel into your next chapter. And maybe you thought you were stuck. Maybe you thought the silence meant nothing was happening. But it wasn't silence. It was incubation. Your soul was gathering momentum for this week. Now, the sky itself reflects your transformation. Mars, the planet of drive, courage, and action, steps into Sagittarius, the sign of vision, truth, and freedom. Together, they ignite the fire of destiny. It's not subtle, it's volcanic. It's the energy that turns hesitation into purpose, and fear into flight. And hovering just above, the super full moon amplifies everything. Emotions rise like tides. Intuition sharpens like a blade. Dreams feel closer, louder, more real. Because they are. The moon magnifies what's ready to be released. And Mars propels what's meant to begin. This is divine synchronization. The universe pressing go on your next level. If you've been feeling restless, if your sleep has been strange, if you've been seeing repeated numbers, this is your confirmation. You are syncing with the shift. This week, the energy isn't soft. It's fierce. It demands your attention. It pulls truth out of hiding. And the more you resist it, the louder it gets. So breathe. Let it wash through you. Because this isn't destruction, it's decoding. It's the moment your system recalibrates to a higher timeline. You might feel emotional surges, waves of exhaustion, bursts of clarity followed by silence. It's all part of the upgrade. Mars in Sagittarius asks for faith in motion, for you to move before you see the full map. Because destiny doesn't wait for certainty. It rewards alignment. The first week of November is a mirror. It reflects the version of you that you've outgrown. It shows you the truth behind every mask. It brings closure to cycles you never had words for. Don't run from what surfaces. Let it rise. Because the pain you're feeling now isn't punishment, it's purification. It's the pressure that shapes diamonds. It's your higher self reminding you that you are meant for more than survival. Mars ignites the fire, and Sagittarius directs it toward expansion. The universe is saying, move, speak, begin. And if you ignore it, the energy will still move, just less gracefully. So say yes. Say yes to the dream that scares you. Say yes to the path that feels impossible. Because impossible is just another word for not yet proven. The supermoon amplifies intuition beyond logic. You'll notice synchronicities stacking like dominoes, song lyrics that speak directly to you, dreams that feel like déjà vu, numbers that follow you until you finally look deeper. It's not coincidence, it's communication. The veil between seen and unseen is paper thin. This week your guides are louder. The universe is more responsive. Every thought becomes a signal, and every word carries creative force. So speak carefully. Don't talk about what you fear, talk about what you choose. Because in this energy, words manifest faster than ever. If your emotions feel extreme, that's the moon showing you what still needs clearing. If you feel energy pulsing through your body, tingling in your hands or crown, that's not anxiety, it's activation. You're not breaking down, you're breaking open. Mars in Sagittarius doesn't ask permission. It remembers freedom. It asks, what would you do if you stopped doubting your own timing? This is the week to take the leap you've delayed. To send the message. To make the move. To trust that your courage is the currency of miracles. You don't need to know how it all unfolds. You just need to begin. Because destiny meets you halfway, but only after you start walking. This is the energy of divine acceleration. One decision, one moment of bravery, and timelines begin to shift around you. Watch for signs of release. Doors closing, people fading, situations dissolving. It's not loss, it's realignment. The universe never subtracts without preparing to multiply. Emotionally, you may feel like you're standing between two worlds. The old one still visible, the new one not yet formed. That's the in-between, the sacred chaos before clarity. Don't rush it. Stillness is sacred too. Because silence isn't absence, it's recalibration. And this week, that recalibration is massive. You're not meant to cling to what's ending. Let the old stories unravel. Let the labels fall away. Let people misunderstand you if they must. This week, your soul speaks a language only the future can translate. Mars expands your courage. The supermoon exposes your truth. And together, they awaken your next evolution. You might find yourself reflecting on choices, remembering moments when you silenced your intuition. But this isn't about regret, it's about recovery. You're reclaiming the power you once outsourced to fear. You're remembering that your intuition was never wrong. You just learned to second-guess it. Now that pattern ends. This week marks the moment your inner voice becomes louder than your conditioning. It's when your knowing outweighs your doubt. So when opportunities appear out of nowhere, say yes, even if you don't feel ready. Because this alignment doesn't ask for readiness. It asks for resonance. Spiritually, this week feels like a quickening. Everything vibrates faster. Time feels slippery. Some moments blur, others expand. You might sense presences around you, feel warmth on your skin with no source, or notice animals behaving strangely around you. The veil is thin, and your sensitivity is a gift, not a glitch. Protect your energy. Ground yourself daily, through breath, nature, movement, prayer. Because as light increases, so does exposure. Not everything that glows is gold. Discernment is protection. You're being invited to step into your power fully. Not just the gentle, loving kind, but the fierce, sovereign kind that says, I know who I am now. As the week progresses, expect revelations about purpose, relationships, and direction. People may reveal their true motives. Hidden truths surface. Situations that once felt stable may shift suddenly. Don't panic. This is divine editing. The universe is cutting scenes that no longer serve your storyline. By midweek, you'll feel the shift settle into your bones. There's a moment when resistance breaks. When you stop fighting the flow and start surfing it. That's where magic begins. You'll feel lighter, sharper, clearer. Your manifestations move faster because your energy is finally undivided. Remember, clarity isn't comfort, it's power. And the moment you choose truth, everything false begins to dissolve. This supermoon opens portals of completion. Things that started around May or June may now reach their conclusion. Lessons you thought you'd never outgrow suddenly feel done. People who once defined your story now fade quietly into memory. That's not sadness, it's evolution. Because endings under this moon are beginnings in disguise. If you feel called to release, do it consciously. Write down what you're letting go of. Burn it safely under the moonlight. As the smoke rises, say, I release what no longer expands me. Then place your hand on your heart and whisper, I trust what's next. Because the universe hears every word you speak in reverence. Now, let's talk about the body. Because ascension is physical too. During this supermoon, your nervous system acts like an antenna. You might feel tingling, heart flutters, or sudden fatigue. Drink more water. Rest when you need to. Your body is updating its frequency to hold more light. Cravings for solitude will increase. Honor them. Because isolation now isn't punishment, it's initiation. It's where downloads become direction. When you step back from the noise, you can finally hear what your destiny's been whispering. This is the moment to declare who you truly are. No more shrinking. No more waiting for permission. Mars doesn't negotiate, it acts. Sagittarius doesn't apologize, it expands. Together, They call you to remember your original light. The one that existed before doubt, before fear, before delay. Every time you choose authenticity over approval, you vibrate higher. Every time you speak your truth instead of silencing it, you align closer with your divine assignment. So if your heart beats faster when you think about your next step, that's your confirmation. Go where your energy expands. By the end of the first week of November, the chaos will begin to make sense. You'll feel like you've crossed a line you can't uncross. And that's the point. You're not supposed to go back. The person you were even a week ago can't survive the energy that's coming. This is your awakening. Not the glamorous kind, the real, raw kind that demands courage and surrender. Because true transformation doesn't ask, "Are you ready?" It says, "It's time." As the moon begins to wane, the fire of Mars in Sagittarius continues to burn. Not wildly but wisely. It becomes your inner compass, your drive to explore new paths, new beliefs, new realities. It fuels your expansion through curiosity instead of fear. So, trust the pull toward new beginnings. Trust the urge to create, to move, to start fresh. The universe is not testing you, it's training you. This week marks the beginning of your next level timeline. And you'll look back at these days and realize this was when everything quietly turned in your favor. So tonight, when you look up at the moon, remember, you are not behind. You are right on time. The path is rearranging itself around your frequency. Keep rising. Keep choosing alignment. Because what's meant for you isn't just coming. It's already here, waiting for you to notice it. You've stepped into the light. And the universe is applauding your arrival. If you've listened this far, thank you for sharing your energy in this sacred space. If these words resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps this message reach more souls who need it. Share this with someone you love who's been feeling the shift too. We're all in this awakening together. Until next time, breathe deeply, trust your timing, and remember, you were never lost. You were just being redirected toward your destiny.